Hey there, true crime friends. So as I mentioned this morning, the Vallow Daybell trial did not take place today on Monday. I think today's the 17th. Because they were dark today. Like, not dark as in they were a dark entity. They were dark as in they didn't have court today because somebody needed to go to a funeral. Anyway, so I was like, oh, I'm not going to have anything to say for my little evening video. Great. I'll have plenty of time to like wash my face and floss and do all my other like nighttime beauty rituals. And so I was listening to a video about Christine Brown from Sister Wives. Honey, not only is she engaged, she and her new husband just bought a fabulous new house, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. So I'm listening to the Christine Brown video, but go check out that new house on the Without a Crystal Ball YouTube thing. Honey, house is gorgeous. Cody, I'm sure, is very jealous. Anyway, that's her ex-husband. So that video ended and I wasn't paying attention and another video stopped. Well, YouTube follows me around and they know what I like. So they put on another true crime video and they were talking about Letitia Staunch or whatever her name is. I refuse to commit the correct pronunciation of her name to memory because she is pure evil. She's another woman who killed her child. But here's the thing. She killed her stepson. You know me, I have a stepchild. I do not believe in steps. All them kids is my kids. If I gave birth to you in my body, if you was raised in my heart, whatever, those are my kids. I did give birth to 3 big head boys. I mean, it's not like I pushed them out my good pocketbook. I had C-sections, but still, they do have big heads and a lot of attitude. And then I have 1 bonus son and a bonus daughter-in-law, and they're 4,000 kids. Okay, they only have 4 kids, but it seemed like a lot of kids to me. Anyway, all of that to say, this terrible woman, LS, killed her stepchild. And now she's on trial for it. My only regret in this trial is that she did not kill that child in Idaho because she couldn't claim, I was crazy. My brain was not working right. In Idaho, if you commit a crime, they're going to make you show up in court. They're going to make you face what you did. You can't say you did it because you was having a bad day or you took too many Tylenols, you had a headache or whatever. And if they convict you, they take you out that afternoon and shoot you. I mean, that's probably not the actual law, but like, it's Idaho. They got potatoes and plenty of bullets, and they do not have time for you and your mess. But this woman killed somebody in Florida, another state that is very happy to put you to death. There are things I like about Florida. There are things I don't like about Florida. I am not a Second Amendment person. I mean, I think if you want to have a gun, that's your business. Keep your gun, keep it safe. Don't kill nobody unless they deserve killing. Also, they have alligators. No, thank you. They have terrible hurricanes. Again, no, thank you. They have crazy people, not more crazy people than other states, but they do have sunshine laws so we can see all the crazy people in all of their craziness. And for that, I am very grateful. But I don't think they're going to shoot you on the same day they find you guilty. So, all right, too bad she didn't commit her crime in Idaho. All of that to say, oh, wait, I had a point and now it has totally. Oh, so the video that I saw today was her daughter, Harley Hunt, who was clearly an adult, like 18, 19 years old. Poor Harley Hunt took the stand today. Harley is now a grown up because they didn't blur her face or whatever. She took the stand. She answered all the questions. She's like, I didn't know my mama was crazy like that. She was clean and she was type A and she was whatever, but I didn't know she was a murderess. Okay, fair enough. This is the thing that really struck me, right? I am on my baby, my youngest child is like 15 and a half now. So he's not really a baby. He's this close to being able to drive. He's been driving me crazy for a long time, but he's this close to being able to drive my car. Anyway, but because when my kids were little, I was on all these social media mother sites like, the moms of Bergen County and the moms of New York City and the moms of left-handed sons and the moms of this and the moms of that. So I don't really pay attention to these groups, but periodically something will pop up about like the schools or the moms or whatever. And I throw in my little bit of advice and I keep it moving. These mothers, like I forget. First of all, when you only have one child, you worry about totally different things than when you have 4 kids. This woman was like, I put my baby down to sleep and then my mother-in-law closed the bathroom door and the clicking of the bathroom door might wake the baby up. What, girl? What? I will put my baby down and vacuum under his crib because I had things to do and I had other children. And it's not like his brothers were going to let him sleep peacefully. Anyway, let that baby get used to some noise. But I say all of that to say these mothers are worried to death about like the littlest little thing that might make your baby go off and be crazy or something. I remember when I had my first one, everything I did, I was convinced I was going to ruin his life. Oh, God, I gave him too much formula. I gave him formula too late. I gave him formula too soon. Oh, he had baby powder. You're not supposed to put baby powder on the babies because it might do something to the lungs or the air, give them asthma, whatever. Meanwhile, this heifer is over here keeping an immaculately clean house, which I never did. But she's killing people, and her daughter seems like a perfectly nice person. So let me get this straight. Her house was clean, tidy, neat as a pin. I have some relatives who shall remain nameless, you know who you are, who judge others in the family harshly if they do not keep their house the exact amount of cleanliness. Some of these people who are clean freaks, total psychopaths, but you can eat off their toilet seats. So if you're nice, if you're not nice, but your house is clean, which one of those is going to weigh heavier on you? But I'm just struck by the idea that this woman was totally nuts, out here murdering people, driving around with a dead body in her trunk. But her kids still came out okay. It's a reminder to me that I should worry less. I mean, my kids are old enough now that I don't worry that much. When the older ones were little, oh my goodness. I didn't get my stepson until he was like 13 or 14. I just thought the idea that he did not appropriately wash under his armpits, that boy always smelled like wide open Astropithecus. It was not a good smell. It was not a good smell. And I was like, clearly he's going to grow up and be a serial killer because the boy is allergic to soap. When my children are that age, they will never do that. And then my next son got to be a teenager. He didn't wash his hair. He didn't wash his behind. And he used to pee in his closet on the carpet because the bathroom was too far. It was 2 steps from his bedroom door. Drove me out of my mind, straight out of my mind. Now that child, the stinky armpit one, he's a father. He has teenage kids. Guess what they don't do? Wash appropriately under their arms. The closet peer, I got a whole story about him peeing out his bedroom window. We finally got him to stop peeing in the closet, right? Why he peed in the closet, I don't know. I think he's just lazy. We finally get him to stop peeing in the closet. And then every spring, I was like power washing the front of the house. This green stripe would grow down the front of my house and I would power wash it off and it would go away. And then the next spring, it would be back. And I was like, the house is off-gassing something. There's a leak. There's a something. And then one year I went in his bedroom and I was trying to get a window to close all the way because he's like, my bedroom is closed. My bedroom is cold. So I was like fighting with this window. Finally got the window to close all the way. And I was like, wait, this green stripe is also inside the house. Don't you know this sucker was peeing out his bedroom window down the front of my house? He's so shy. He gonna close his door when it's time to change his clothes. But you gonna stand up in the middle of the night. He would just stand up in bed and pee right out the window. He said, I stopped peeing in my closet. I could have killed that boy. You know what he is now? A useful member of society. An upstanding member. He helps others. He does charity work. Recreationally, without being asked, he and his friends went and fed some homeless people, stole food right out of my pantry. Him and his friends put together little lunches and drove across the bridge into New York City. Despite the fact that none of the parents knew where they were going, they stole food out of all of our pantries and just went and randomly fed homeless people. So all of that to say, mothers, don't worry so much about these kids. Like, really? How long do we pull our hair out and worry ourselves to death about every little thing? Yes, one has armpits that smell like wide open behind. Yes, I had a green stripe growing down the front of my house. And even after I called him, he was like, yeah, no, it wasn't me. Did somebody break in your room and pee out down the front of my house? He was like, okay, I'll stop. Drove me out of my mind. Right now, will come in here right now and give me a kiss. He won't move out. I really wish he would move out. 24 and a half years old. He works a good job. He does all what he's supposed to do. He's helpful and kind around the house. Every time he sees me, he stops what he's doing and gives his mama a hug and a kiss. He still needs a haircut. I really wish he would cut all that hair. Perfectly normal human being. So mothers, fathers, let's face it, it's mostly mothers watching this ridiculousness that I call a channel. Don't worry so much about the kids. Even if you're a murderer, they're probably going to turn out okay. And I'm willing to bet you're probably not a murderer. All right. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye. Wait. Oh, my God. I came on here to tell you one thing. I will elaborate on it tomorrow because I have thoughts, and I've already talked for 10 minutes about absolutely nothing. Chad Daybell, in one of his, wild imaginings, his fantasy, he was telling people that in his previous life, he was the Holy Spirit. As in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit? You was that Holy Spirit? Really? Listen, signs your religion has gone wildly off the rails. A potato-looking man from Idaho thinks he's the Holy Spirit. The minute he said that to me, how come everybody didn't just take their purse and get up and leave? I would have been like, thank you and good night. He's the Holy... He's Jesus. He's Jesus's brother. He was married to Jesus's best friend, whatever. And he was the Holy Spirit. Was they doing... Is it one of them religions where they just do drugs and see God or something? Because that's crazy. Him? We'll talk more about this in the morning. All right. Y'all have a good night. Bye.